Welcome back, adventurers. My name is Eli, the Game Master, and this is A Good Day to Die. Last we left off, Dr. Tone and Manzarek had done battle with the three hags that had been controlling the weather and had subdued the frog Hemoth into a cold-induced slumber. They had awoken the beast, and they had beaten prehistoric cheeks to get out of there to escape the creature's pursuit. Meanwhile, Ragnar Damon and Perry had created a tentative alliance between the Death Touch and the Crocala, joining forces and have began the Boggard bog battle. The Boggards had stepped up, had made their demands, which were not met. It was met with slander and
blatant honesty.
Now listen, that's their own fault for not checking their sources.
That's the best way to describe it is blatant honesty.
Blatant honesty. Chaotic honesty.
Be like, here's sarcasm, will that do?
It was so honest, the paladin was like, slow down there.
It's like, we don't have it. What makes you think... Perry. The adults are talking. The battle had begun. The Boggards had descended onto the Grippli village, jumping out from the pools of water and the shrubs. The Death Touch had begun their terrestrial assault, while the Grippri or the Crocara village started their ranged assault with arrows. And with a little music queued up from Sirenscape, we will pick it up there. The only one left to not roll for initiative is Damon.
Oh.
Roll.
Oh. We shall never know.
You never know. 14.
Natural 8.
He did that last. Good callback. Good callback.
Yeah, I know he did. This right beside the 20.
Yeah.
That's a you guys thing. As the producers.
Who? The musical?
Springtime for Hitler.
I feel like now, just because that's been said, we're flagged somewhere.
It's all your fault. That's why you're
That's
busy with my
Like,
Amos is like, what a windy day. Goodbye, caution. I added a layer onto a common saying, and now it's a joke. So the Boggards had descended onto the Grippli village to let the viewers know how this is all going to shape down. Because of the chaos that is ensuing inside of this battle, I am going to have my players roll a d20 on each one of their turns. I have a list that I have created of random effects that are going to be taking place inside the swamp, inside the battle. Now, the only thing they know is that the lower the number, the worse of an effect is going to take place, and the higher the number, the better the effect that's going to take place. Something that I am going to ask the players to do is to control the Grippli. So go ahead and roll for the Grippli's initiative.
With our bonuses.
Now, you can either have both of them act independently, given different initiative rolls if you'd like, or you can have them act together. It does not matter to me.
All three of us roll.
There are only two Grippli armies.
I didn't roll. And so
I
is
did too.
So is Peregrine.
Peregrine took. So I'm assuming they are individual. I'm gleaning a lot off of this. Perry,
Nat 20.
which of the Grippli armies are you going to be controlling?
The Death Eaters.
The Death Touch.
Death Touch.
You're so close.
I was so close.
The Death Touch, also something else that's given them a special ability. They deal 1d6 per round, plus 1 because of their poison effect.
The other one said 1d6 plus 1 as well.
Yes,
For different
but
reasons.
for different reasons.
Okay. So plus 2.
No. Anyway, what did they get on their initiative?
Nat 20.
A nat 20 for real? For real?
CC.
Cool.
The purple and blue.
We're gonna call them the Big DT. All right.
I rolled a 9.
Nice.
The thunder down there.
Disgusting. Now, something else that may take place during this battle is you may have an encounter with a named NPC of an enemy or an ally or something to that effect. If you are in combat with an individual NPC, you are no longer going to be taking damage from the army itself. You are in that direct combat, and that is what's happening until you either escape or defeat your foe or die.
Preferably the latter.
Preferably die.
Wait.
There's a ladder.
Forward.
No, yeah. The ladder.
Death by ladder.
It is the Grippli way.
It is the Grippli way.
What is it, WWE?
That's how he gets in through the window.
Now, not the wall. Damon and Perry have regressed back into the Grippli village. The conversation that you had last time took place on this rock formation. How deep into the Grippli village did you escape into before battle began?
That's a good question.
If you want to limit to it, you would have had one turn. So if you wanted to just absolutely beat cheeks, whatever your movement speed is to regress back into the Grippli village is that, or you can go anywhere else or as far as you wanted.
I was gonna plan on going up into a tree, levitating.
There are 3 trees in which you could do
I like that tall one there.
In the corner?
Yeah.
Now, if you do go there, you would be moving into Boggard army, because it's only on the outer rim that the Grippli are holding them off. So that tree is the biggest tree with the most natural cover, but with the fewest allies.
With chaos of battle, though, what's the one?
I would say if a tree started flinging lightning out of it, it would gain attention.
Are you sure? What about that
I
middle
would-
tree?
I would
then?
notice.
The 2 huts that are.
That middle tree is 40 feet at its very tippity top. Are you talking about this guy? This guy right here?
Yep.
That tree at its very tippity top is 50 feet in the air.
Okay.
So,
Well, I'll make my way that way.
all right. So, for sake of argument, we'll say that the tree at its base is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet of normal terrain with 15 feet of difficult terrain before you get up into the tree.
I will acrobats and jump over the difficult terrain,
All right? And you make your levitation.
using my levitation to aid me.
Dang.
You have to make an acrobatics check to levitate?
Well, I can't move. Like I can just.
When you oh, I got you.
Yeah. So
it is a vertical thing.
It is a vertical thing, or I can guide myself along. So I'm hoping with a run, and I can use momentum to just shift first way with a 25.
With a 25, I'll allow it. You are at the base of the tree.
Okay.
Okay, and that one turn, that is where you have gotten.
Swell.
Yes.
I hate this roll. Roll a 2.
But his
59.
biscuits are delicious. Damon!
I'm going to be on the front line with the ground forces.
All right, do you hold where Ragnar is? Last week you said you regressed back into the village.
Right, no. Ragnar's put...
I'm not up in the middle.
I know, Ragnar's gonna Ragnar, so I'm falling back with the frontline forces as we try and draw them into the village.
I got you. So you would probably, 5, 10, 15, 20, you would probably regress 25 feet back.
Yeah.
And it is here that you would be making your stand.
Okay.
Yes. Ragnar, however,
Is a
is
smart
right
fella.
here, just out for everybody to see. Everybody else runs off, and Ragnar's like, let's do
Everybody
this.
going? So my question
Let's
is,
go.
who's on the rock?
The Priest King and Bombrak.
All right, cool. That's where I'm heading.
However, it is not your turn.
Yeah, I know.
So, top of the initiative in all of this chaos. Perry, you regress back, you run towards the tree, you jump, levitate over to it, and you kind of like... Damon, you fall back, sliding to the stop as the Grippli run to your back. And Ragnar, you just take off your axe and you look up at the Priest King and you're just kind of like...
Calling a home run.
Up first on the initiative is Perry.
I'm gonna do the parry thing and go up into the tree and
Firstly-
stealth, but just I need to roll
Yeah,
20. to see-
Yeah, you do.
I'm not using that die. though.
One.
I feel like that is. How about a 16?
A 16.
Inevitably. Yes.
Great.
Don't look at me
What
for
did
that.
I do?
Great content, yes.
Go ahead and roll me a d6.
3.
All right. And you said that. What do you do?
Do I need to know before I do things?
It'll happen as you do things.
Okay. I would like to go into the tree
Okay.
and stealth.
You may. You're taking mad negatives, but also they're taking mad negatives, so it all evens out.
Okay, cool.
Is that an 8?
No. 28.
With only a 28. So,
You could only get one more.
how high can you get?
I can levitate 20 feet per round, per movement. So 40 feet.
Okay, so you double?
Yeah.
All right, you are 10 feet from the top of the tree. As you begin to ascend up, the Boggards begin to close in on you and around you. As you start running up this tree, you find you are not alone up there. As you begin running up the tree, you see Grippli run to your aid as they draw back their arrows and begin to fire at the Boggards that may had been pursuing you up the tree, dealing 3 points of damage extra to their attack to the Boggard army as the Boggards are attacking.
So do I get a roll their damage?
That's what the D6 was.
Oh, cool.
And you rolled a 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 3.
And that's why I stated
3 plus
3
1.
extra points of damage.
Sweet. Extra points.
All right. The Death Touch's turn on the ground forces. They will do 1d6 plus 1 points of damage to the Boggard army.
Yes, there's no attack.
2 delicious points.
2 easy.
That die is fired.
Ragnar.
Oh yeah. So fun.
Roll me that d20, my guy.
Knowing that I'm going to roll a 6.
No.
This is going to be fun.
No way.
No.
Awesome. This is the one thing I didn't have pulled up and ready to go.
You're welcome. How dare you?
It's okay.
I trust you.
You guys hurry up and get there.
I'm working on it.
Dude, we are hauling.
This Dino Gyrus can only go so fast.
They're gonna get there and come out of Morris and be like, ah, yes, all that's left is Grippli.
Oh boy. Wait, that's a good thing.
So,
No.
So as you kind of like ready yourself, the Boggard army rushes at you. You brace yourself looking at the Priest King as the Boggard army forks to either side of you, completely ignoring you. As they start to rush past, clashing with the Death Touch and running towards Damon. As you kind of stand there for a moment and look in either direction, you see this shadow begin to swell over you. As you see one of those Quetzalcoatlus riders drop down in front of you, it raising up its full 40 feet and looking down at you with its massive head. And you are still higher on the initiative than it, so you may go first.
I'm a rage.
You may. As you begin to rage, you hear... Go for it.
And enlarge.
Nice. I did state that they forked, giving you enough room to enlarge person. So as they begin to fork around you, giving that room, the Quetzalcoatlus dropping in front of you, you hear in the back of your head that as it dissipates from your mind and manifests into physical form, your appendages elongate, even as a large creature. As you rise up nearly half the height of this Quetzalcoatlus, as it kind of like shuffles back like, oh.
I didn't sign up for this, you know, like, get a different
Just
guy.
kidding. That'll be my turn.
I'd like to start my 3-part.
That was standard action and everything?
To cast the spell?
Neat. And that doesn't provoke?
I mean, it does. Casting a spell.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it do.
It's hard.
That's dumb.
Defense.
Right,
What's
defense.
Does
the
a
defense?
30 even hit you?
Sadly.
Did they give you a potion of enlarge?
Probably.
Dealing 8 points of damage as its beak jets down at you, stabbing into your chest as you enlarge. The Grippli archers now.
Archers.
The Garchers.
You won't believe it. Dude,
Nice.
Wait, +1?
that's with the +1.
Oh, yeah. We're doing so good, guys.
I believe it.
We're doing so good.
The Boggard army now comes to the attack. You two will not be taking damage. You being up in the tree, and you in base combat with another NPC. However, Damon, as you hold the line, the Boggards rush over you, dealing 5 points of damage as you just tank the oncoming force, and now it is your turn.
Do I just attack in general, or
You
do
roll a
I
d20.
roll a d20. Okay. Well, because I wasn't a part of. They were handling either one of the forces.
As stated previously, you roll a
8.
d20 at the beginning of.
Roll me a reflex save.
Oh, he's made a reflex.
I made a reflex.
No, he's not.
Reflex.
It's
sorry.
okay. It's alright. It's not bad. It's 18.
18. You see a Boggard run up with a clay pot of some kind. You see the top of it is sparking out in a bright flame.
Oh, I don't like that.
As he throws it, you duck your head down, throwing up your shield. The clay pot hits and explodes over the top of you. Several of the Grippli drop to the ground, shielding their eyes and ears. As the explosion wears off, you stand up and are completely unaffected by it.
Woo! Okay.
So yes, you will roll for an attack. They still have an AC.
That could have been bad.
Technically, I get 2 attacks.
No, you don't.
I mean, yeah, you do. You know what? You
First
don't.
one is a 26,
That will strike the Boggard army.
and the second one is a 14.
14 will strike the Boggard army.
Groovy.
All
Alright, 9 on the first one, and 13 on the second one. Or 11 on the second one, sorry.
So it's 20 points.
20 points.
I mathed.
And no one can take that away from you.
Well, they could. Forcibly.
So the first number in the triple digits dropped, but I forgot to drop it, and so it's just as if they gained 83 more health, and I was like, wait.
Whoa!
So
180.
I beat them to health.
So as the explosion rings out, the Boggards in full confidence begin to charge forward. You drop your shield and you rush into them, sending one hurling over your head as you slice into their front line. The Grippli see that and rally to your aid as they run up behind you.
What?
Top of the initiative, Perry.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a lightning bolt.
Oh,
This
delicious.
tree's gonna talk.
Let's call lightning.
Call lightning?
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
But first, before I do that,
Call it on the
Be an
cell
8.
phone. It's the same thing that he just had.
Oh, it is the same thing that he just had. Roll me that
Reflex.
delicious reflex.
I'm probably fine.
35.
Something like that. 31.
What did you roll?
A 15.
Okay. So you see another pterosaur fly overhead. As it does so, you see one of those Gripplis drop another one of those clay pots. You duck behind the tree. Bark and limbs explode to either side of you as you whip around, electricity surging up your arm to your fingertips, pointing out, and with a thunderous boom.
Alright.
Did they get a reflex?
I do get a reflex.
Their reflex has taken a hit. And I have thought about what Damon said. They are moist. They have swamp stride moving through the water. I will give them the same negatives as if they're wearing metal.
Cool.
Reflex, you say?
I do.
Oh, they are made out of 16?
No, like, is this lightning bolt or call lightning?
I'm sorry,
Lightning bolt.
15.
He was just calling lightning up.
Hello.
Well,
what's
it's-
up?
Trying to
It was a
hit
cold lightning
Very,
shot.
very,
They
very
are.
different spells.
There.
Hey, dude.
So this is an 120-foot line.
Uh-huh. Which will be 50% more damage than her.
Correct. And hold
How many more dice can I roll, he says.
Also, when you say a line, it's more like down there. It's a line straight down into the army because you are not on the same horizontal field as they are.
I feel like you're a little bit above them.
I will also state from your vantage point, you can see the Quetzalcoatlus that is fighting Ragnar.
Ooh, for sure. Remember that. For next time, 32 points.
They won't be
Oh.
next time.
You see what it was?
Yep.
Okay.
There's the sudden explosion. Some of the Grippli fall from the limbs, others take cover. As you spin around and you shoot this bolt of lightning that cuts into a line of them, they scramble and run into either direction. The Death Touch get their attack.
Don't roll a 1.
Haha. 5 points damage.
Delicious.
It wasn't.
I saw.
As the Death Touch continued to cut into the Boggard army. Also,
Did you not attack?
how much you did? The Boggard army did 5 points of damage to you. They also did 5 points of damage to the Death Touch.
And the Grippli?
Not the Grippli, because as long as the Grippli are staying in the archery positions where they are, they will not be taking damage, at least yet. Okay.
Melee damage.
What about that siege engine? Does that mean anything?
The catapult.
The catapult.
Pulled of cats.
The Pult of Cats. It may have been added onto the list.
Okay, cool.
So that's a
that'd be
thing.
cool.
Mm-hmm. Ragnar, it is your turn.
You won't believe it. That's
That's 8.
16. That's right beside it.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll that d6.
You won't believe it. It is 6.
Oh, nice.
I rolled a 5. Let me rephrase that. I rolled a 5. Tell me what it is.
1 more than 4, 1 less than 6.
Well, it's one of the.
All right, what do you do?
I'm going to power attack this birdie bird.
You may.
Alright, big bird. Does a 14 hit it?
A 14 will not
Yes.
strike the pterosaur.
Second attack.
Next. 8.
All together? No, that will also not attack the pterosaur.
I lied. It will be there next turn.
So, as you prepare to hit this pterosaur, the Boggards begin rushing over you, bumping into you as you kind of shift backwards. The pterosaur has, I was going to say superior reach, but it's kind of the same reach. Actually, yours is probably much longer.
Mine's 15.
Yeah. As with the army rushing around you and this pterosaur beating its wings, you just can't get a hit on it. However, you do see a volley of arrows released by the Gripplis in the tree, and you do see the pterosaur take that hit and lose that much HP along with the rest of the Boggard army. It has now taken exception to you.
The bird?
Oh yeah. Would you like another chance at hitting this bird?
Absolutely. What a 28 hit.
A 28 will strike your Quetzalcoatlus
This is
foe.
me able to do power attack?
Did you?
You just simply
I
have to
always
declare
do
it.
power
You have
attack
to
unless
do
you tell me.
As long as you factored it in.
Oh, it's factored.
Trust me.
Okay. So it's 3 necrotic, and then I did 30 other damage.
Gracious. Ow.
I'm glad you're on our team.
Your arms extend out as this bird takes the arrows. It begins trying to shake them off. The rider is trying to hold steady as he looks up at you and his eyes widen as you just crash into the side of this pterosaur's beak, slicing up into the bone of its head. It cries out in not happiness.
That's exactly the same as pterosaur.
The Grippli archer's turn.
5.
Delicious.
Why are you rolling for my guys?
Oh, sorry.
5. I'm not re-rolling, it was a good roll.
I do have them both wrote down.
That's
It's
fine.
an event.
They're literally the same thing.
Yeah, but you know, different HP.
The Boggards are now going to attack.
With
Damon
Oh.
and the
Never mind.
Death Touch both take 12 points of damage.
12 points, you say?
Yes.
Even with the reduced damage from their...
10 points of
Disease.
damage.
Okay. Because it wasn't their AC that was bigger, it was their damage. Yeah.
Correct. Damon.
I attack. Oh, first I have to roll
That is correct.
my occurrence.
Uh-huh.
10.
This is only 16.
I don't think that's a good number, but I could be wrong.
It's not a bad number.
It's like
It's in the middle.
It's like the purgatory of numbers. It's not a good. It's not a bad.
So, as you hold this line, right, and you kind of raise up looking around, the Boggards begin to charge at you, and you see them stop. And they look up over your shoulder as they lower their weapons and begin to step back. You feel the ground beneath you. As you turn around, you see through the village Lily running with Bogwater at the helm, Moguera at the side, and...
There's a
Oh, wait, that's what's happening.
huge Allosaurus
I'm sorry, what?
running in next to him, and also a enlarged Rayado running next to him. If you're down with it, I have already cast spells here in combat.
I would say, like,
If I heard it,
you saw combat going down, and so...
So I have Bull Strength, Cat's Grace, Bark Skin, and Bear's Endurance all on me right now.
That's so terrifying. Manzarek, why don't you go ahead and roll for initiative along with Dr. Tone?
You only have negatives to my initiative. 12.
18.
It was great. It's just, I don't have to.
So disappointed. You rolled really low, didn't you?
I
Like a
rolled a
9.
9.
I love how that
Oh, no, it's higher than that because of the nonsense. No, it would still be there. Everything, Cat's Grace just balanced out the negatives from being huge.
So, because Damon rolled this, Damon, you will not take damage on the Boggard's next turn against you. Remember that, okay? Lily rushes in. You see arrows are sticking out of her long hair-like furred hide. Long hair-like feathered hide. Those massive claws swaying to either side as she roars. The Boggards are kind of focusing completely on her. I will say you two are allowed to either disembark at any time.
Well, I'm definitely not on her already.
No, I know, but she is clearing a path.
Okay.
So you can follow her up to Damon if you would like, or you can jump off at any point between the end of the map to where Damon is.
Oh, I'm safe up here. Relatively speaking.
I am relatively safe on the largest target on the map right now.
I mean, she takes the damage before he does, so.
Maybe.
Lily rushes into all of this nonsense.
I just love how that was
Yeah, right?
one of the numbers.
I
to roll.
specifically, we figured it out.
Make sure
We
she-
had a way that where Lily would never become exhausted. She, in fact, would have to almost slow down a little bit to make sure other things kept up.
Oh wow.
She almost critted.
Oh.
She failed the confirmation.
Yeah.
It's only 89 damage.
Dealing 17 points of damage to the Boggard army. As she rushes, clearing a path, you see an Allosaurus and a nearly equally large raptor running up beside it. As Dr. Tone is just holding on for dear life on the back of Lily as they rush in. Now you may roll.
For my free
I'm gonna
action.
attack the mayor.
Awful nice of you to join us, I say with the biggest grin on my face.
We bring friends!
Run. There's something worse behind us.
This may not be a problem now, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Hide. As we're going through, I would be just yelling at Grippli, hide.
22 on the first one,
That will strike your opponent.
and then 23 on the second one.
That will also strike your opponent.
So first one is 12 points of damage, and the second one is 6 points of damage. 18 total.
In case you didn't need the math.
As the Boggard are like scattered, you see some of them trying to regain themselves after being bowled over by the largest duck you've ever seen. As they do so, you just kind of crack one in the head, cut one in the back as you call out to your friends, assuming the Allosaurus is on your side.
It didn't eat me, so I'm safe assumption.
Top of the initiative, Perry.
Can I see the Boggard leaders? They're not active in combat, are they?
Not yet.
How far away are they?
Roll me a perception.
D20 first.
Ooh, not good. Actually, 16.
Roll me that D20.
13.
A Grippli slides up next to you. They land. They have a long headdress on and carrying a staff. They chant in tone. They say, "Can we see more of that?" As they touch you, and you now have the effects of haste.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright.
It was either that or he's about to get healed, and I was like, he's gonna get healed.
Looking over, no, you do not see the cleric, the priest king, or Bogard.
Okay. Well, I am going to cast Aggressive Thundercloud Greater into the army, about 100 feet of that away from me. There is a reflex save they can roll. It is a 5-foot sphere. 6. Not even close. So since this is the greater version, it's 6d6 worth of electricity damage.
Gross.
Can I keep that as a character?
5, 5, 5, 6, 3, 4,
25
5,
points of electricity damage.
With the 50%?
No, I didn't include it last time either.
You're supposed to include the 50%.
Yeah.
So I have
So
32, so add an additional 16.
48.
Plus
You're
12,
welcome.
so
You don't have to retroact. That was my bad. So just out the 25.
25 plus 12, so 37.
36.
25, 36, 36.
Last time was 36.
There's
but-
32.
32, but I forgot that.
The world around you slows down half a step as you look at the Grippli, and you're just kind of like, dope. You begin to chant in tone, raising your hands to the sky on top of this tree as the sky darkens. All the Grippli begin to kind of like look around, and you see the Boggard are like, this is a good sign. I feel good about this. When suddenly, just gouts of lightning begin to rain down. You see Boggard just flipping through the air as it begins to strike into the swamp.
So, in game, this is a 5-foot sphere of cloud that it rolls for rounds per level.
That's gross.
Yeah.
You know what happens to a
I
toad
control
when it
it,
gets struck by lightning?
What? What happened to the
Happens to
young
everything else.
Perry that didn't even know how to cast magic? I want to know where they go.
So I will say, because I've been thinking about this all week, if observed, there'll be a thing. But yeah.
We never can see you. You're always
I'm
stealthy. Like 59, 70.
Currently.
That's not even invisibility.
Go ahead and roll the attack for the death touch.
That's you.
7.
Delicious. Ragnar.
I'm gonna kill it.
Wait, are you?
Or it kills me. That's a 1.
Nice! I mean, nice! Okay.
Oh. Can we take that as the D20 instead?
That is the thing.
Because that's the first thing that's supposed to be done. I know. It's the first thing.
Is that what you want to do, or do you want to roll for the
Yes,
D20
because
effects?
it matters on what would happen with whatever escaped to us.
So, you rolled a 1, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't want that.
I don't think I really have a choice. No matter.
The pterosaur backs up. It flaps its wings and takes off. You see it leave base combat with you. As you do so, you see the Priest King on top of the rock looking down at you. He tilts his head and he calls out in that thunderous croak, "Let's make an example of this one." You see a darkened cloud as Mabogo drops down in front of you. It raises its full 20 feet into the air, looking down at you with the 3 eyes. It is 20 feet away from you.
Nice.
5-foot free step.
Mabogo can go.
Wake me up before
It's
you
not
know.
over 5-foot free step whenever you're inside of a swarm.
Are you
You
inside
did
this
not
one?
just say that.
For Mabogo.
You did. You
That's
did say that.
amazing.
It's another shirt.
Truly
Write it down.
amazing.
How spell Mabogo?
Yes.
Yo.
Actually, the way we pronounce it, Mo. So M-O-B-O-G-O.
Does a 28 hit you?
Yeah. But if it's got a 2 in front of it, you're hitting me.
Dealing 10 points of damage.
If it's got a 1 in front of it, you're hitting me. Did you say 10?
Yes. Does a 47 grapple you?
So it's a new target.
Yeah.
So Maboga opens its mouth. That spiked tongue shoots out. It hits around your chest, tearing into you as you feel it wrap from over your shoulder, under your arm twice. And like you feel it pull towards you as you kind of steady yourself. And it is going to attempt to pull you towards it.
Being grappled, am I allowed to use 2-handed weapons?
No.
You can only use one.
You can punch it.
A bunch.
You can also use your 2-handed weapon as a 1-handed weapon for -4.
Neat. Okay.
Using a weapon for its non-intended purpose.
-4 to attack.
What if he
Same
pulls
as
you
a
in? What if you just
non-training.
drop the axe on him inside and like
Does it
go
affect damage?
Does a 33 beat your combat maneuver defense? It do?
I feel like a glass cannon.
It then.
The barbarian.
By how much does it beat it?
33?
Yeah.
7.
7 points. It pulls you 5 feet closer to it. The mud beneath you begins to churn up as it begins to draw you, and you're fighting against it.
So now
How
within 15
far
feet.
away am I from him?
You are with Damon. You are 20 feet away.
Okay.
Yes.
That's not Damon. That's right.
You are with Damon.
Yes, you're even on the line.
That makes you
with me.
20 feet away from.
I did not realize that was
Ragnar.
at Damon. Hey, you! Make a escape artist check.
You need to roll me perception to see that happen.
Okay.
I will give you a +5 because you are on the high ground.
Oh. 32.
Oh yeah, you see it going down. You see Mabogo and all of its mobiggity, and you see Ragnar.
What is that bonus to add?
Bogard.
I haven't activated that yet, so 6.
6?
Because I'm only a level 3 player. I have to activate a thing.
20.
To break the grapple.
Escape artist check.
Try it.
Okay. So you see that going on, you're like, I got you! And you like cast it on him. You see him like go, and nothing really changed. You're like,
I tried.
Oh, I need to activate this first, then I do that.
it's a left hand.
It's Leviosa.
It does matter for me.
Ragnar.
Wait a minute, we put up with him on Rocket League all the time. I don't want to hear it.
Or just life in general.
I'm gonna take and use the called shot.
Mm-hmm.
With one hand, I'm going to try to cut its tongue off.
Okay.
That's what's gripping you.
Yep. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Someday it'll work.
18 total.
18 will not add.
Is it, since it's grappling, doesn't it have a negative to its AC? It's -2.
That doesn't matter.
It's a -2 to Dex, and the Dex is the thing keeping its AC up.
What did you roll?
18.
18? No. As a matter of fact, you don't even hit the tongue.
Oh. Oh.
Big creatures like that, the tongue usually has its own AC. And
Years. Cool. Well, might as well just try to swing again.
Swing. 19, you say? Are you attacking Mabogo or the Tungo?
I'm still going for the tongue.
The tongue? That will strike the tongue.
And I have to do damage to the tongue itself?
Oh yeah, you do.
Here's my question.
Uh-huh.
Do I add normal damage because I'm using one hand with the weapon?
Yes, you attack with normal damage. It's a -1.
Oh.
Because you're using a weapon outside its intended use.
Yeah. So did you add the -4 to the attack?
Yeah,
I did.
123 to 19.
I got you.
So that is 37 damage.
You swing down, cutting into this tongue. You hear Mabogo roar out as the tongue unravels from around you. Just goes back into its mouth.
Got it.
Gross.
You turned Bird into a beatboxer.
Wiggity wiggity whack.
Do you take any actions?
I'm actioned out.
Manzarek, roll me that delicious 1d20.
11.
11, my lord.
Catapult.
As you rush in, you see that there is a dead Grippli laying on the ground, and clenched in its hand is a potion of cure moderate wounds.
Oh.
Keep my eye on that for later.
Okay.
There's a lot going on.
And the chaos of battle, it magically ends up in your pocket. What?
He has pockets. What?
His pocket as a dinosaur?
His prison pocket.
Oh no.
It serves many functions as a
You
dinosaur.
know, I was gonna make a Pokemon joke. Yours is worse. Somehow.
In the worst, it's better.
Cool. Wonderful. I haven't taken any damage and I can't store it, so
It's your action. What do you do?
I'm attack everything.
You may.
Me and
Sweet attack.
Rihanna are just having fun murdering. I want to actually get as close to what's going on.
That's a perception check.
I mean, I'm still following the giant dinosaur. I
Is
don't
he
really
in
feel
line
like-
with us?
You would still need to roll perception depending on what you're trying to see.
I'm trying to follow Lily.
Lily has stopped next to Damon.
Okay, so like I am trying to get close to that area. I want to fight.
You were there.
I'm not really looking for anything in that area. That's going to be at least it's a 19 on the die.
Well, then, if you're not looking for anything, you don't need
Okay.
perception.
Shoot.
You're trying to get where you already
attacking something. Any Boggard that is close by that is unfortunate enough to get caught in these jaws.
are. It is a target-rich environment.
Yeah. 30 something.
It's a 14 to hit the plethora of toads.
Okay.
Oh no.
It's 17 points of damage. Plus, I have grabbed whoever is in the area, or at least let's see if I grab them.
Yeah, true.
It's 25 to grab them.
You're eating
Yeah.
frog legs tonight.
Which
is kind of weird.
claw something else with a 33, 32.
Matt, you rolled a 19.
I don't know why I rolled that. That's not the D8. And it's going to be 10 points of damage to this sad person. And then a claw on another thing
I want to be a dinosaur.
is going to be 19 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Claw on that poor guy is 13 points of damage.
Okay.
And then Rayado is going to just continue to attack whoever's nearby as well.
Delicious.
Yeah. So
Why don't you go fight with Bogo?
Before Rayado attacks, as you rush in amongst this entire battle, you begin to thrash back and forth, swinging that massive head of yours, knocking Boggards off their feet. You clamp down on one, picking him up, and you just look at another as you... And there's just no Boggard left. And
he's not grappled anymore.
no,
Just an arm.
parts of him are grappled between your teeth. As you do so, with the arrival of Lily and all of this chaos, the Boggard immediately begin to fall back. You, with the death touch, realize that you are no longer being confronted. You see Mabogo raise back, pulling its tongue in. As it steps away from you, looking from side to side, as the Boggards rush back, the Grippli think this is a retreat for a moment, but the Boggards fall back into a line. You see them kind of dizzy and holding themselves, as the Grippli hold their arrows and look out. The Priest King still standing on top of the rock looks over everything as you all take this moment and you're just kind of like, is that it? The Priest King begins to laugh as he hits his chest and you hear that deep, vile croaking sound begin to emit from him. You hear that sound begin to emit from the forest. As Boggard reinforcements begin to close in. What this mechanically means, you have defeated one Boggard troop, prevented the other from attacking because of your plan. Their reinforcements have come up, their number have doubled, and you are back into the fray as the Boggards remake their line. You see them beating their chest, Mabogo at the front line looking at you with its 3 hideous eyes. Blink, blink, blink. The Priest King looks down at Ragnar as he is standing frontmost of all of this nonsense. He looks up at Moguera as she raises on top of Lily the ethereal arm with the ethereal arrow knocked in her bow, looking at him. He grins and he said, "You had your chance, and now your people will pay the price." As he raises his morning star, the Boggards rush back in. You will now be taking double damage for each round of the Boggard attack. And that also means for the death touch on the ground. So, that was Manzarek. Dr. Tone.
The entire time I've been doing math trying to figure out when we're expecting big company to arrive.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know roughly, guessing based on her speed? Rolling maybe an intelligence check.
Yeah, give me that intelligence check.
Check for
It has to be in the check.
Nope, I don't even know she exists anymore.
That was a
with
one. So you're kind of like, this is a bummer. I wish the Froghemoth was with us. You know,
Yeah.
we lost her a long time ago.
Clara's just looking at me, he's like, my 20 for the day is a 12.
12.
For the day.
The round. Can I just keep the 12?
So, because I have stated that you, Manzarek, Lily, Moguera, and Damon are all in the immediate area, as the Boggard round up and begin to ascend, you see a Grippli stand forward, raising up a holy symbol, and a burst of positive energy washes over the 4 of you. 5, 6 of you.
I'm assuming also all the other group in the area.
Oh yeah. Giving you 9 points of heals.
So glad y'all needed that.
Yeah, right? Mm-hmm. Well, 20 feet. You did. Didn't I hit right now too within 20 feet?
No.
Oh, you got me 5 feet.
Yeah.
I got it. Do I see like a big area about 10-foot radius circle for Boggard approaching?
It's not hard to find.
Okay, cool. I take a bomb, and it's in a bigger vial this time, as I've changed my extra discovery for the day for explosive bomb. It now has a 10-foot radius and a continual fire effect.
At least that's what the label says.
Let's find out.
Don't forget, because it is an area of effect, it's 50%.
That matters because he rolled a 1.
Oh, delicious. Well, what kind of effect you say it had?
It's a 10-foot radius.
10-foot radius? Oh, fine. So you pull it out and you're like, ha ha ha! Oh, it drops immediately down. Let's have Manzarek, Rayado, Lily, Moguera, and you all roll whatever
Can I
kind
just
of
take that?
reflex.
Can I just like grab it and that just be my turn? Because I rolled a nat 20 in my reflex.
You kind of go, whoop, and then you just like, get to the other side of Lily's like spine, and you're like, nope, this is fine. Do they need to roll?
If you're allowing me to catch it, no, but...
Was it a nat 20?
I rolled a nat 20 on my reflex.
Nat 20 on reflex? Fine. So yes, you're like
just you wait. I do lose the bomb because it's in there after. So,
I will allow you to re-roll because of the net.
okay.
Yeah, as if the slate has been wiped clean, you get a good
Let's
go.
be honest, it was funnier if we rolled another one.
I would have just let it happen. It's a 20 to hit, just the center of mass.
There's a 2. I didn't think so.
So 10, 14, 1.5 is 21.
Delicious.
And they'll take a continual 3 points of fire damage.
Womp womp.
You pull out the vial, you're like, whoa, and you just kind of like throw it out into the group. You see a Boggard turn and look as it like, boom, and just like explodes out. Boggards scattering to the 4 winds. Do you take it?
It is called explosive bomb, so I imagine it's very much where the other ones were like a pop. This was like.
You're like, that's why it's called explosive bomb. Do you take any other actions?
I assumed I would have secured myself to Lily, because I don't have the climb checks to like maintain riding.
Sure.
You're stuck wherever she goes.
Yeah. Me too, correct.
I can turn into a giant gorilla.
Don't know why.
Why not?
What is an Allosaurus if not a giant Komodo dragon?
No, you have found
He's a
Boy!
it.
Made it textured.
Nope, not gonna say it. Not gonna say it.
The Grippli's turn.
Your self-control is massive.
3.
Cool.
Count it. 1, 2, 3.
Also, these Boggard reinforcements are not poisoned. So,
Oh.
yeah. You've already defeated
But
everybody
they
that
could
was
be.
poisoned.
Yeah.
You've effectively killed half their army.
Effectively or
Neat.
literally?
Probably effectively, because literally would be quantifiable, but I don't know how many. It could be literally. I have
my
that power.
vocabulary is this big, and you were.
Well, then stop
Okay.
asking questions.
Just write it down. Write it down. That'd be literally.
Get dunked on, Little Johnny.
It is.
If you needed a shirt, that was the one.
Missed it too. What was it?
Unfortunately, I think
It's a Markiplier quote,
Markiplier
isn't it?
reference.
Oh.
Yeah.
Get dunked on, little Johnny.
Yeah.
Freeman says it all the time.
Oh, that's funny.
Everybody, including you this time, will take yes.
Right.
Because they have learned that lightning is coming from the tree and they have
Not
arrows.
directly.
Oh. Yes, directly! You shot a lightning bolt from your hand.
They didn't see it.
Somebody saw it.
Yeah, they saw it.
They were in the woods. They roll a perception check.
There are still Boggard there. They're like, hey guys, by the way, that tree is shooting lightning.
Attack the tree. No.
That's weird. Yeah, we have a giant frog demon.
Hey, not everything's a demon.
12 points of damage, including the Grippli archers this time.
Oh, Eve.
That was the Boggard? A Damon.
Uh, 19.
That will strike the army.
That's his D20.
Oh,
that was-
yeah. I'm sorry. You rolled a 19.
I was like,
Yeah, sorry. My bad.
it's a good number.
So next turn, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you will take no damage.
This turn I take no damage either.
Well, you already have taken damage.
Oh, I didn't take damage last time then. Because you said the next time I
Oh,
would take
so
damage.
you didn't take
So I
damage
take
from
that
what I
damage.
just
Yeah,
rolled.
didn't
Yeah,
take that
because of
damage.
Lily. Now, on the next time you would take damage, you take no damage.
Okay.
On top of that, you may move freely.
Woo!
As if the ground beneath you was no longer difficult terrain in the puddles. And you are not just swarmed by Boggards on either side.
Okay. And then my
Which also means that you can roll perception checks with no penalties.
I need to see how you're doing.
Oh.
Basically.
Oh, you should.
Yeah. My first one's 16.
16 perception check?
No, attack.
Attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the second one is 22.
Both of those will strike your opponents.
Okay.
Rise to all my elders.
21.
All together?
Yes. And then I'm going to do a perception check.
Okay.
That is...
Looking for what specifically?
Look. Well, it says he stayed behind. We all ran back, so I'm looking for him.
Okay.
18.
With an 18, you not only see giant Ragnar, just a huge Ragnar, you see Mabogo in conflict with him.
Okay.
Yes.
So I can't start moving toward until next turn, right?
You could have this turn, but you chose
No,
to
I
attack.
need to attack first.
Yeah.
You didn't have to.
Well, fighting it takes precedent.
Over your life.
Well,
Yep.
I was
You
just
know
saying
what?
this.
He's
This
right.
is your only chance to move without being hindered.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's happening.
Let him cook.
Perry! No, he
No,
was paying
yeah,
attention. He
yeah.
made a choice.
Yeah.
And it was a great choice. You're a handsome human
was a
being. Can I have
choice.
some of those peanuts?
I mean,
I'll eat it on break. We're almost break. I don't want to eat on camera.
I've been doing it all night.
Yeah, I know.
Me too.
Sorry, guys. So how I need to roll a d20, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
How about a 21? Is that on your list?
It is not.
All right, so nothing happens.
He rolled a nat 20. His dice is a 21.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm just waiting for him to. Because he rolled a nat 20, he would rather nothing happen than the effects of the nat 20.
Actually, no. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what I friggin' thought. You wiener.
Yeah. You said winner wrong.
Yeah, I didn't. You take. Nothing happens. Moving on.
All right. Can I do a perception check to see?
He's really gonna let that slide.
You take no damage on the next time you would have taken damage.
Nice.
And any damage you deal right now is an automatic crit. And if you roll a nat 20, it stacks.
Okay. Okay. All right. So perception check to see Mabogo is a 27.
27?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm moving the aggressive thundercloud 20 feet towards Mabogo.
Okay.
I don't know if I don't know how far away it is.
You said you cast it 100 feet from you, so it's not anywhere near that.
So let's move 24 feet closer to him and deal damage to any that it touches.
Yes. It'll take 5 turns for it to get to him.
That's fine.
At this rate.
That's fine. So that does.
By the way, this damage is 150% to the army.
25.5 points of damage.
25.5? That's that's doubled? And with the 50%?
That's not my crit attack. That's just it.
All damage done is dealt as if it was critted.
Can you crit on?
Yes, we have done that before. On magical damage?
Specifically, right now, your nat 20 is giving you that ability.
Yes, I am giving
Okay.
every damage dealt is a crit, but if you roll to attack and get another crit, it
So
stacks.
51 points of damage.
Yes.
On that, and now I'm gonna attack.
Gross.
I have never had anybody fight me on a
I'm
good thing
sorry.
so
So
bad
appreciative.
before.
I'm on your side, DM. You're a good DM.
One. Mabogo's just like.
Then,
Second tongue from nowhere.
sure, and then I'll cast Fireball into the crowd, because why not?
We already talked about this prison target.
Just the
I
crowd.
hate the
Huh?
words that are coming out of your mouth right now.
The crowd of enemies.
Yeah.
You're gonna wonder.
Whoa.
Do they want a reflex? Oh, it's neck. Yeah.
It's a nat 20.
Sorry. That's just weird.
Do I take an arrow to the eye? Do I fall out of the tree?
56 points.
Do I come down with the flu?
I can help you there. 56.
Got this rash. Does this look infected?
Yes.
So you chant in tone. You kind of close your eyes. The air around you becomes darkened. And as you begin to conjure this fireball, Robbie looks up at you. He closes his eyes and you feel this magical aura begin to emanate from your familiar. As you all see this marble-sized orange, anybody that cares to look, sees this orange marble appear on the tip of his finger and then suddenly double in size. As you throw it, and it almost as if it has heft behind it, and you have to force it down, and it jettisons from your finger, blowing back your hair, your robes fly out, as it crashes into the army and explodes out. You see the priest king shield himself, and then he looks up at you and he's like, that simply will not be tolerated.
And you hear the echo of Kamehameha.
Or it takes longer than one round for that, my god.
Or Hadouken.
Can we make a spell of Burning Hands that lasts
Forever.
per level, as long as you concentrate doing it?
It's called Fire Belly.
Oh, is it?
Really?
It's what I do.
I feel like you're making this up.
Is that
No,
what's
your Fire Belly gives you a breath weapon.
That's
It
not the
does-
same thing as
Yeah, it is. It does a 15 foot
We're talking about a combo.
You can make it flavored however you want to.
You can flavor anything.
If Goku can do a Kamehameha with his feet, I'm sure he can do it with his
Wait.
legs as well. It's a thing that happens in the show.
I'm sorry, how much
If
damage-
Goku can do that voodoo that you do so well,
That you guys do all over the enemy.
do you take any other actions?
No.
No.
The death touch.
4 points of damage.
As all of this is going down, the pure chaos of everything that is happening. Sorry, one last thing I forgot to look up.
Well, I didn't do that damage. That fireball damage, does that do more damage? Because it's an AoE.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doubles, I said it does 150% more damage.
Because it's an AoE.
Correct.
So double the damage.
It does 50% because it's an AoE, it does 100% because it's critted. So it should be twice as much plus 50%. But that dice has already been rolled. Because you fought me on it tooth and nail.
Delaney.
Ding.
Alright.
Oh,
That
whoa.
was good.
Now it's gonna be Agnes counter, 50 something. Delaney, 1.
But Delaney's will be like
It's
gold.
a very fancy one.
Shiny.
It's just a shiny one.
It's so rare.
That it's valuable.
Epic.
My bad, yeah.
If that's the difference between us dying
Yeah.
and living.
I will haunt you in the afterlife.
I mean, it'd been like 21 points a day. You know.
Yeah.
That matters.
Yeah. It is, man.
When he said triple digits, that matters.
Does a 24 hit you, Manzarek?
24?
Yes.
Yeah, that should hit me.
Dino form.
Let me check. Yeah, that would hit me.
You have so many dinosaurs.
He's just looking at his childhood.
What is a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Soup.
It's you just these.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. That was not correct.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
34?
29.
Yeah, that still hits.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. That wasn't right. We thought it was going to be lower. It's higher.
I didn't think it was going to be lower.
As you are tearing through everything, you suddenly feel a slashing cut into your thigh.
Eat that thing.
You roar out as you kind of lift your leg and look down. Bombrak slices and comes to a stop looking up at you. He's just kind of growling, attacking the largest target that he sees in the midst of all this nonsense.
Did you roll anything? Is that what happened?
I don't know. You just attacked me.
It's Bombrak's turn.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, because they saw their army get devastated in like 12 seconds, and then they were like, maybe we should do something.
Imagine that.
Probably intervene.
Does a 22 hit Rayado?
No.
Oh no.
He is flanked, by the way.
No.
Oh no.
Okay, even less. As Bombrak cuts into your thigh, because you are his second favorite enemy, which is
Dinosaur?
a dinosaur. Yes. Grippli being first. The two raptors run to either side of him and immediately flank Rayado, who is double their size. But they do jump on him, and Rayado spins, kind of knocking both of them off. Mabogo's turn. Does that sound good?
Wow.
We're having technical difficulties because all men must die.
That's a terrible way to say a few minutes.
Sorry, Tay, it's on your end, buddy.
Does a 32
Yes. If it's got a 1 in front of it, you hit me.
hit? Well, it
A
didn't.
1,
No.
11 hits you? A 10 hits you?
9 hit me. Because I'm big.
You take 34 points of damage.
Points of damage.
There's a 24.
Did you tell me how much I did damage-wise?
Yeah. 10.
Okay.
Somebody.
Remember, because I was 14 points of damage. 10 more points of damage.
Those spells really help me.
Yeah. Mabogo rushes forward. It grabs you to either side with those large webbed hands. You feel them claw into your back as he opens that horrendously massive mouth of his. You see teeth in rows that descend down into the void that is his throat. As he bites over top of you, pulling back, as that black blood shoots out everywhere and it lands on the ground. Ragnar, your turn.
I'm going to take that white blood and put on my weapon as well. And you definitely hurt. Just saying, you know, like another one like that, I'll die. Yep. 10.
Oh, another?
Another lily?
So,
Oh.
as Mabogo rips into you and lands,
I couldn't have had a better
the ground begins to rumble as Mabogo looks up and Lily crashes into the side of this frog, tearing into its side with her talons. However, rushing into its attack squares will provoke against Lily. And that's a crit threat against Lily.
Reroll.
Boy, we got so used to that.
And that will confirm the critical strike against Lily.
Crap, you rolled a single hatchet.
Uh-huh.
He's been rolling 30s to hit you.
Very hurt suddenly and inexplicably. It's very explicable.
Explainable?
Explicit.
However, Lily will strike back.
Oh.
Dealing 19 points of damage to the Mabogo.
Is it dead?
Yes. Twice over, actually.
Nice.
Really?
Thank goodness.
Said it.
No! Anyway.
You had
paper
such,
mache this motherfucker.
you had so much hope in your eyes.
Putting the glass and glass cannon on the Mabogo there, I gotta say. Ragnar.
How close am I to this stupid frog?
You are 15 feet from it.
Oh,
Mouth bite range.
yeah. That's no.
Oh, I'm sorry, you are 10 feet from it because it stepped forward.
I'm gonna leave this area. gonna go back.
Full round retreat.
No, I just want to get out of this thing.
It is being treated as difficult terrain because of everything that's going down.
So I'm gonna move like 20 feet.
Okay.
That's full movement with difficult terrain.
All right.
And then I'm just gonna thrash into the Bogards.
All right. The Beauregards.
Yeah, that. I hate this game.
Was that in that one, my guy? Fine.
Oh no, that's not a great roll.
Shane will return with a new character next session.
And it's just Rage Arm. It comes back as a black blood.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, it's like Venom. No more
You take
Eddie.
13 points of damage.
No.
There's a 31 grapple you.
Yes.
You turn to run. As Mabogo takes the hit, it thrashes back at Lily. It sees you trying to run. It opens its mouth as that tongue wraps around your throat and pulls you, trying to keep you from leaving. By how much did it beat you?
What was it?
30 something?
Yeah.
What was it?
31.
Wow.
By 5? Okay, it has stopped your movement, but it has not. It doesn't pull you.
Nah.
You take any actions?
Would you say me trying to move negates me getting a second attack? Considering it's not me.
So you move, that would have provoked, right? Yeah. And then you rolled a nat 1.
I think you tried to take the move action. It got stopped, but you still used the action, so you just have a standard action.
Well, my standard action was
Was the that one?
Yeah.
And crying's a free action.
So it provoked, tongue, grappled. Now with your nat 1, I'm going to say it's going to attempt to pull you closer to it. Shibba-da-da. By how much more does a 38 beat your combat maneuver? 12? It pulls you back 5 feet. You come back here.
So how far away from it now?
10 feet.
Just started.
Yeah.
And Zarek.
Okay. D20.
Yes, sir.
13.
We have not rolled, but like 3 numbers. This is the last little.
You see this Grippli run up, slide to a stop. It lays its hand on you. As you hear this kind of noise, the Grippli's arm drops from where you were. It looks down at itself as blood rolls and it slides in half. Bombrak cut it in half as it rushed to your aid, but not before it was able to cast haste on you.
I no longer have to worry about my attack. You will become a killing machine.
Neat.
So,
What can I roll to know that I am his favorite enemy?
give me a perception check.
Okay.
You're in danger. Or
It's 29.
With a 29, he hit you with an accuracy like he knew your anatomy.
Okay.
You feel very much so that he is adept to attacking dinosaurs, probably not as well as Grippli, but well enough.
Okay. Haste does not give me a second standard attack, or a standard action, does it?
It
just
gives
gives
you
me
an
a
extra
attack
attack.
in a full round attack, but
Yeah.
it does not give me a second standard attack.
No. So if you take a full round attack, you get an extra one. Otherwise, it doubles your speed, increases your AC.
I'm trying to decide if I should attack him outright or transform into something else. It won't provoke, but I will get to attack. It'll be a standard action.
I can only decide how you die, not how you fight.
That's me next
That's
time.
terrifying.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and attack him, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
2 bites. Nat 20 on the first one.
Crit threat. Roll to confirm.
To confirm is a 29.
That will confirm.
Okay. The second bite is a 21.
That will hit.
Okay. Then the 2 claws. Or a nat 20 on the second one.
Crit
However,
threat?
The first one's a 21. The second is a 20. And then 29 again to confirm.
That will confirm.
So,
1 bite, one claw.
2 bites. Yeah, 2 bite. 1 bite.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got
okay.
you.
So, for the first bite that is a crit, is going to be 28 points of damage. The second bite, which is not
Crit.
is 14 points of damage.
First claw is crit.
And then the second claw is crit. The first claw is 15 points of damage.
Hate to see
And the second claw, which is crit, it was a 5. 24 points of damage. I also, on those bites, get a combat maneuver, a free combat maneuver to grab him. So, the first attempt at grabbing him. Yeah, that's what I was about to do. I doubt it. It's going to be a 22 and then a 24.
Neither of those will.
Okay.
So you whirl around as he cuts into you. Looking down at him, you see the mythical Grippli boogeyman, the Boggard Bombrak,
I know who he is.
who you've only heard of in stories, but you also recognize the leather-strapped Grippli arm that is mummified and hanging from his neck. As you look down at all this with a fresh cut on your thigh, you immediately lash out at him and begin to tear into this Boggard, ripping into his chest, clawing into him. He slides back, holding his chest, as he looks up at you, and in Boggard, which we'll say you understand, he says, "What kind of monster are you?"
I will respond, because I can speak in my form. I respond, Mogurera sends her regards.
Do you take any other actions?
I don't, however, Riado is going to
Oh yeah.
There's a whole nother
town. And
Raptors
some raptors that are around him. So the 2 talons. Ooh, the first one's going to be a nat 1. However,
9.
no. The second talon is going to be a 29 to attack.
That will strike.
Okay. The bite will be a 20, not natural.
Will strike.
Okay, and the 2 claws.
Good catch.
If that struck.
Okay.
It's gonna strike. So,
Give me the numbers individually.
okay. So that's going to be 11.
Okay.
And then it's going to be 11.
That raptor is dead.
Okay, second raptor. Is going to be 10. And 11.
That raptor is not dead.
If Rayout is bigger, do those dice change because of its size?
Shoot, they do. I didn't write that in.
Too bad.
That's too bad. Yeah. I didn't update
Too bad.
it. It's a 1.
As Bombrak is holding his wounds, he says, "No matter. Talon Fang!" He looks up as you see Rayado swallowing the one, its tail going down its throat, and the other one under its foot. Rayado looks at Bombrak, and Bombrak's like, "Oh God, that's not what I want." Talk for Talon.
Do it.
Help! I need you to look me in the eyes. I got you.
I really hope it is.
It's a 4 for my round of d20s.
It's chaos.
Oh.
Man.
Oh, goodness.
You die.
Oh, that's not the death number. I rolled the death
Reroll.
number. Oh,
Oh.
9.
because it's a thing that cannot happen.
9. I am on top of Lily next to Bombongo. Sure.
I need you to roll me a reflex save.
19.
Quetzalcoatlus comes out of the air. Its talons extending out as it strikes you. You spin off of your perch. It snaps as you drop into the midst of the army and you hit the ground, negating the 1d6 points of damage you would have taken because your reflex passed. But you are now off of Lily's back and in the main fray.
And how close am I to him?
You are 20, 25, 30 feet from him.
It's difficult.
It's difficult 30 feet. However, you are twice the size of everyone around you. So it is still a perception check to see him because you are being actively attacked.
First things first, emeralds.
He was
Spontaneous.
attached to Lily. Does that complicate things?
No.
I'm going to activate my spontaneous healing. I'm going to heal 5 points of damage as that infernal fire dealt from my body. Second, my gold chain is going to do that glowing thing. I'm going to activate that thing, so I'll lose 2 points of dex, but I count as the cleric alchemist combination. And then just seeing the carnage around me, knowing he's hurt, I'm going to channel.
Nice.
As my action. I was going to throw a bomb at him,
But not anymore.
Please don't blow me up.
only
I cast
6.
tactical nuke.
And then I will move 15 feet closer to him.
Difficult terrain.
That's
Yeah, you still need a perception check to know where he is.
26.
With a 26, you can see him. It's difficult to like get a beat on him because you're like there, and then you like get hit, and you're like trying to gain your bearings. But with a 26, you know what direction he is. So even keeping your head down and moving through the fray, you're able to move that 15 feet closer to him. So he's 10 feet from you now.
Okay.
Okay. Do you take any other actions?
I am action down.
Boy. Grippli's turn.
Two.
Delicious.
Oh boy.
Oh, fun. I forgot that was a thing.
Could it not be a thing?
I mean, sure.
Could not. It's there.
Is it beneficial or detrimental?
I really thought that's what my
Yes.
other 10 was going to be.
To answer your question.
14.
I thought it was too. I thought rolling a 10 twice was gonna. Thank you.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Did you read it?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You made it. You need to make it.
Okay. Well, I was like, thanks, dude.
I actually, I printed it and I ironed it on. Man, didn't need her.
Whoa.
Just kidding. I absolutely needed her because
Hear
I
that,
did not know what
Tiff?
to get.
That's a good save just at the very end.
Yeah, I don't think that was a good save.
I mean, it really wasn't, but.
The Priest King looking up at you, Perry, as you just devastate his army in just one action. You see his eyes, the bulbous orbs that rest on the top of his head, roll back. His mouth opens wide. You hear this churning noise from his vocal sac as a cloud exits out and begins to move towards you, and it's only once they get around you you realize that they are wasps.
How far away am I?
Not far enough.
So I thought I was like 100 and something.
He is here. 5, 10.
Oh.
15, 20, 25, 30,
So I didn't need to cast that thundercloud out that far. Okay.
Yeah, we have a map.
Ding.
Well,
Yeah, I mean.
That's
Half ding. Ding.
I was more
1.5.
all right.
It's decreasing in value as we speak.
Oh no, it's now silver.
Marginal utility.
It'll be aluminum before we know it.
I got you.
Does that go back up in value?
Oh, he could summon that anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he can hit any of you at any time.
Sweet. It's probably a long range attack, ain't it?
Depends if it's a summon swarm or a vomit swarm. wasp for saying that.
No, that's what you said whenever it coming at you.
Use my dice against me, that's fine.
Is this yours?
Yeah.
I'm keeping that for a character.
See, they do well. They're all weighted.
You take 23 points of damage.
I know.
Oh, he does it. That's right. You said next time he would have taken damage. Because you rolled that nat 20 on the last.
Good for you. Good for you.
Well, I think that one
You
just
say
got subtracted.
That's why I let him roll it with my dice.
Amos's tracker is like, and then like a point goes away. So he lets out this cloud of wasps. They begin to barrel and swarm towards you. As they do so, you suddenly see the limbs of the tree wrap around you and create this barrier that they hit and kind of crash around like waves on a rock. As you kind of take a moment, you look down, you see the green speaker extending out her hand, her eyes glowing as she has commanded the tree to defend you.
Noise. She my friend.
Which is the thing that you can do, and that's a scary thought.
And she's not attacking with the trees, like.
She's protecting Perry, and that's almost better.
Everyone that is susceptible to Boggard damage takes 14 points of damage.
Does that include me?
You are in base combat with an NPC, so no.
Technically,
You are in base combat with an NPC, you are not.
Okay.
Neither are you. Neither are you.
Oh, he doesn't like me today.
Damlin.
16.
Alright. Roll me a d6.
Oh, yeah.
2.
That is the third time we have rolled that number.
Alright.
And then, oh no, I don't attack. I start heading toward him,
Yep.
slogging my way through.
Okay, what's your base speed?
20.
20.
Alright, you're 10 feet closer to
I
him.
know I'm slogging as
You
fast
still
as I
attack,
can
though.
slog.
Mm-hmm.
You're silly.
I can
Unless you want to
attack.
double move.
I'm gonna double move.
Alright, so you're 10 feet from him. Okay.
Nice.
You can attack now. Do you take any other actions?
No.
Okay. Top of the round.
Parry.
Your luck is out now.
I don't have to roll again?
I mean,
You got me to roll?
it is 50-50, my guy. It is just as good as it is bad. That's up to you. But yes, you do have to roll.
21.
The golden die.
Thank you, Pablo Garbanzo.
I've given it back
You
to
have blessed me. Even though I purchased it with my money.
You want me to tell you what happens, or do you know?
I know what happened.
Robbie's like, I can't keep it up!
So the thundercloud.
Oh, thanks.
Hey Delaney, add 150%.
Does
So-
51 points of damage as it moves closer.
Multiplied by 2.5. Okay. You have it before.
But before we mean
Usually
last
doing
turn.
this with
So
Amos.
that does change my play here, but that's okay.
What does? Getting the other natural 20?
Yeah. I am going. Can I target the guy on the rock with the fireball and hit my bogo
Oh, they're close enough, yeah.
and not hit him? Yeah, you're 10 feet away. Yeah, so I can do that, right?
Sure.
I'm gonna attempt that.
Because you can ignite it anywhere you want, right?
Yeah.
So you
So
can
it's a
even
20
blow
foot
it up
radius
in the
burst.
Air. Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit main focus my bogo and
Priest King.
priest king. It is a
And
reflex.
some Boggard along the way.
It's not an attack roll, right?
Correct.
a reflex. Reflux.
Autofill?
This is 16.
No.
Let's see what this Mogogo's made out of.
It's 15.
No. And would any of this hit the army?
No.
Okay, that's fine. So it won't be at 1.5. It'll just be double.
Yeah.
Like,
$94 points of damage. Gross.
No tactful moves in your spell.
necessarily it is with the luck of
64, you said?
I say
He's getting extra health.
fire damage. I am getting extra help. Okay. Thanks, Robbie.
You chant and tone again, you're like, and create that fireball. Robbie's just like gripping on, and he's like, how many of these do we have? And it flies into the fray. The Priest King looks up as the fireball, theatrically, not mechanically, engulfs the swarm of wasps and barrels towards him, and he says, no. As it explodes out. You no longer see him. Mabogo takes the hit, recoiling back. However, you do hit Lily. Yeah.
What?
Lily roars out in pain as the explosion goes off, and I imagine you're kind of like, ooh. Is that dinosaur our friend? We've never seen it before.
Fair.
I'm riding on top of it.
That's
You
true.
were not.
I was riding on top
Oh,
of
you
Lily.
were.
as we
No
came
longer
in.
is.
It's chaos. You're out of seat.
I didn't say it.
You plead the fifth.
Fine,
Take it
sorry.
hard.
Real.
No.
Not with a thundercloud?
I already did.
Cool.
Did damage with that.
Great.
Did you write that down?
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
The Death Touch turn.
59.
3 damage.
They'd be lost without us.
To be fair.
To be fair.
They're keeping us alive.
I mean, that's
It's a
debatable.
little of
a little bit for me.
Yeah, we're to be
I'm
determined.
working on it.
TBD
I'm
on
just
that.
saying.
Manzarek. What is your passive spell?
Passive?
Yeah.
Currently?
Or
Actually-
not stealth, perception.
Oh, okay. It is a 28.
Bombrak, holding his wounds, looks up at you. When you say that, you see this realization wash over his face as he does a hard leap straight backwards and disappears into the fray, and you can no longer see him.
Does that provoke?
Mm-mm.
Count it, I have a reach 15 feet.
Well, he has 54 round retreats.
Pull down retreat actually only negates the first off foot.
Yeah.
Anything else outside of it, you can't be hit.
And I have reach of 15.
Gross. You're gross.
Same.
I wanted that
both
high five!
That's nice. Also nice whenever you can.
There is a
actually
feat that you
use
can
it.
take that adds an extra 5 feet to
It is a thing. I looked at it last week when everyone actually was like, this is the thing. I was like, no, it's not. Oh, hey,
that. Yeah.
it
We've
is.
been doing that wrong
For 10 years.
for a decade, if you will.
Do you remember when the 400 treat didn't provoke? Pedro's farm?
It just sounds.
Yeah, I want to say things like half.
It's really funny.
6.
Back in my day.
It just sounds better. I don't know.
He said, "Would you prefer 6 or half a dozen?"
Depends on what you're talking about.
Does it really matter?
Six sounds like more. Half a dozen sounds like less. It's the same reason that you charge $1.99 instead of $2 or something.
Yeah.
Because $1.99 instinctively sounds like a smaller number than $2.
You just say
Well, it
$1.
is physically a small number.
Literally.
But it's a penny off.
Penny savings, penny earned.
Sure.
Lincoln. Because he's on the penny.
You also said don't believe everything you read on the internet.
No, it's because he's literally on the penny. Amos.
Eli is deep in concentration.
You're like a 3-year-old. I gotta talk to you like 3-year-old. 5 times before you understand what I say. Partially because I don't say anything
need
correctly
you-
to begin with the first 4 times.
I need you to remember this feeling that you're currently experiencing.
What feeling?
Exactly.
Murder gets paid for that.
I do.
You get
I deal with it all the time.
for dealing with 3-year-olds?
Yeah, they're just
More or less.
bigger, older, than about 16 to 18.
Accessories. Do some of them act up to 3?
I don't know the language for it.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Nope.
Is that 25? 26?
That will strike your opponent.
I'm saying yes. Uh-oh. Oh my. Max.
Okay, Max.
19 points of damage.
He's still alive! With 5 points left to spare.
And grab.
Oh.
Roll low.
Don't roll.
I rolled
one.
low last time. I'm like,
Don't roll one.
Uh-oh.
32.
Snapped.
I bit that son of a gun!
Just like before.
As he looks at you and he kind of like, and now I will train you and start to shake him violently. And he's like, this isn't how it's supposed to happen. Oh God.
It's just like that spell thief where you snap him out of there.
Golly, that was a broken class. I shouldn't have been allowed to play that.
Moguera's just like, that's my boy. That's my boy. Sorry, I keep forgetting.
Cry so hard your arm rematerializes.
With her ethereal arm, she wipes the tear, but nothing happens. Fun. Great. I'm glad I spent time doing that.
We are.
I know.
Oh man.
This is how we do it.
You are released.
Oh, dude.
Oh.
You good, my guy?
Released, not relieved.
It can be good or bad. It depends on what happens next.
I mean, he's not wrong.
You need those individually.
Why do you... Stop. It's time to stop. It's a, you have to hit both claws.
You just have to have to grab it.
Right, because you hit both claw attacks and you do extra damage. Eli has used creatures to have radiant space.
All day long. But both claws have to hit for the rake.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I got you.
The tongue releases you as Mabogo lurches up, biting Lily's throat, grabbing her legs and pulling it out from under her. You see the Dinokairos go down. The ground vibrates as water and muck shoot into the ground. Mabogo stands on top of her defeated foe and gives out this hideous croak. The Boggards that are now in combat become bolstered. And everything else dies.
So did Lily just die? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Because you two are new to the combat, I will need you to roll me will saves.
Oh. On the
That was
trip.
impressive.
So I rolled a 1 out of the trip. It knew what to do. I rolled a nat 20.
The thunderous croak as your hair just like blows back. You're like, ribbit.
28 and nat 20 for Rihanna.
He's
not very willful.
So like Dr. Isaac just tanks this croak and Rihanna's just like, oh yeah. They both put on sunglasses on each other. What did he get? He has hands.
This is a phase proof. Episode right here.
It made me think of SpongeBob when he said blows him back with jellyfish.
Fun on a bun.
Womp womp.
That was that. Ragenar.
So the D20 is a 15.
That's a good number.
I would hope so. You should have hired a better.
Kill it. It is your destiny.
can
hit
Built
it.
to full health.
You can
What?
hit it.
No, I cannot.
Why not?
I rolled a 15 and missed.
You were power attack.
That don't matter.
It very much so does.
Not
Is
not
it,
that much.
Does it negate with your size? That's it.
You rolled a 15 on the dice and didn't hit the logo.
It's like 3 points hit.
Good.
It's hit points, so it's not that big.
His hitbox is
pretty
huge.
large.
It's his armor that's the problem.
His hit points is not
Really hoping you kill the warlords.
But not big.
It either rolled a nat 20 on its frequency, or
It didn't.
it didn't and only had 50 hit points.
As the tongue is rent from you, right? You are bleeding from the wound. This tiny old female Grippli runs up next to you as you see the green speaker run to your side. She extends her hands out to either side and she creates a wall of vines that separate you and Mabogo. That is not the effect, the creation of the wall. What is in effect is the green speaker will now act on your turn and she will accompany you in all of your attacks.
Ooh.
That is what I chose for her to do because I feel like you'd appreciate that.
So my question is this wall separating us from the rock as well? That War Priest was on?
Yes.
I think the best course of action is to just go. Is she able to heal?
No.
I'm,
Don't you have a potion?
can make trees to protect people and summon walls of vines. Has all this natural magic. But curing people of minor wounds? Nah.
Not in a million years for $1 million.
Can pick any spell on the druid spell list. Not cure wounds. Nuh-uh.
I'm a drink.
It's fun how you think she's a druid.
Can I take the potion and heal myself?
Oh, that becomes scary, you saying that.
Yeah. That is totally a thing you can do.
And it's with his bonuses, remember? I don't know what those are. But
What's that?
I would have made it with the bonus, so it's 150% healing plus 3.
Oh,
Take what you did, add 3.
at 3. Okay.
Add half of what you got.
I'm not moving through this at that. Oh, whatever. No.
You're wrong.
I am all the time. I never shy away from it.
I've been wrong for a long time. I'm actually getting good at it.
I'm so wrong. I'm starting to get good at it.
I originally reinforced it.
I will wind up moving closer to towards Damon and them
Okay.
to help with that.
And that's... Do you move the 10 feet to get to Damon? Or do you move more?
I can move up to 20 and.
Yes, but Damon is 10 feet from you.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So, you rush up to Damon as you're... What's up?
Like a frat bro.
Bruh, have you seen these frogs? They're everywhere. I licked a few. Manzeric is currently licking one. You take any other actions?
No, I'm action balanced.
Manzeric.
Okay, so D20, yeah. 20.
This is gonna hurt.
Not me.
All attacks are considered critical.
Was it count for Ariana
Hey,
too?
what?
Yep. Nope. Yeah, you didn't pay attention, did you?
I'm gonna say no.
Large person potion right
I'm
now.
gonna say just.
Nothing.
Okay, so I looked.
That's devastating enough.
No, it's so devastating. So I looked at the rules for Rake, and I totally get Rake because he's grappled. Like, so it's 6 attacks coming your way.
Rake works differently than that one creature attack does.
How about you do them one at a time?
Okay.
He's got 15
Stretch him out like
That's not bad.
taffy.
That's gonna be 26.
No, it's a crit.
Oh, yeah, 26 to confirm.
No, it's
a crit. You roll to see if you stack it.
Oh.
So if that roll hits, and you do double the damage. If you were to roll a 20, it would stack the crit.
Okay, yeah, so 26 to hit.
Oh.
That will
That,
confirm.
that was my first question.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll double damage for your bite.
Okay. I don't know why I rolled that.
Because he's gonna die.
No.
I don't know why I can't count right now. That's going to be 26 points of damage. Oh,
So as you have Bombrak, right?
Shoot on him just a little bit.
He puts his foot into your lower row of teeth, his hand reaching up to your top row. As he pushes your mouth open just enough, your fangs digging into his wrist, the top of his head, over his shoulder, as he pushes your head up, and he says, Bombrak will never die! And then suddenly you, and his arm drops out of your mouth as you...
Oh, I don't swallow it.
No,
That's my mother's arm.
There you stand.
And then you just kind of, as blood rolls out of your teeth and mouth, you turn your head and you just drop his mangled corpse to the ground. You still have the rest of your attacks.
Perception to see what's going on.
What's going on?
Around the field.
What would mine separate me from the rest of the party right now?
No, you're not near Mabogo, are you?
I was on Lily.
You were not.
I
You were
fell off Lily.
Yeah.
Moved 50.
Mabogo moved.
Oh.
Or, I'm sorry, Lily moved.
Okay.
Yeah, because
He rolled a 10.
Ragnar rolled a 10. She moved from where Damon was, so she's not near you anymore. Yeah.
25 to see Mabogo.
With a 25, and because of how big you are, how big Mabogo is, you see the vine wall. I will also say in that time, before the vine wall goes up, you see your uncle and Lily drop out of view. She gives that horrible croak, and then the wall separates you.
I rush to their aid. Rayado with me. We go to fight whatever's near them to protect them.
Who is the them?
My uncle and
Lily and Bongwater?
Yeah.
Okay. The wall...
Because my mom would also be on that, right?
Last you saw, yes.
So that's exactly right.
You bring her arm with you.
Oh, 100%.
Strong.
It's my strong hand carrying your weak arm.
Sorry.
So back, I promise. I know a guy.
There's magics for that.
I wish I had prepared Strong Jaw. That would have upped my attack die again.
If only you didn't
I would have been
recognize your
doing.
spells.
Yeah, well, I didn't for those four, but I didn't think about that one. I could have had gargantuan damage dice.
So
Wow.
Why do you build broken characters?
I didn't mean to. I took a feat that lets me touch people with my tongue. I don't think this is necessarily broken.
And I want to point out, he's wearing a shirt because your feet gave the black blood monster pox. You gave it blood pox, and it caused it to take bleed damage. So tell me again, how is your character not broken?
That's just a spell that I can
That's
cast.
just
So you can now do touch attacks with a 10-foot range instead of a 5-foot range.
Well, I mean, now I can do it with a 15-foot range.
I'm sorry.
I can just slap him with my tail and move on with
Technically,
my
I
life.
can cast touch spells with Robbie.
You want to send your parry on top of a mongo?
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's just a wizard thing.
Yeah.
How far can you move?
Well, I'm
Difficult
hasted 50 feet plus haste, so
Well,
It's
it's just for
100
one
feet.
turn, right?
no, Haste only has 30.
it's 1 round per
Per base.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he can move 80 feet.
So in difficult terrain?
Half just 40.
40. And then Rayado is going 60, so 30 feet.
He has Swarm Strike. Does that matter?
I do not have Swarm Strike.
You can get around the Wall of Thorns and be 20 feet from Mabogo.
I do have Swamp Strike.
It did.
I didn't think
It
so
does.
because all craziness is going. Okay.
That's
so
why
yeah.
you just get regular difficult terrain where anybody else that moves through the swamp, their half is half.
So Rayado and I are just going in that direction.
So you both have turned the corner. You're 20 feet from Mabogo that is standing on top of Lily. Do you take any other actions?
I roar in that direction.
to get her attention.
Yeah.
Mabogo sees a new friend.
Okay.
Let's
do this thing.
Dr. Tom?
I'm gonna die.
8.
I need a reflex save. I'll let you decide.
Great.
Should have took the
you
8.
should have took it.
There was a 19 there.
So as you're kind of going through your bag, you're like, what should I do next? You see this clay pot drop right in front of you, and you're like, huh. It explodes. You look right at it. You're like, what is that? You are deaf and blind for 1 round.
Wow. I need to get some of that.
Where's this camera?
I don't know. I think it's one of those.
They're still up on the hill going, get it. That.
Wait, which lever? Wrong lever.
Pull the lever.
Somebody
Frank.
climbs on top of it. It's that one.
Pull the lever, Frank.
It's upside down. Just mouse traps over on a bunch of Boggard. You're like, works for me.
Oh, that's how it works.
One time use, huh?
I'm deaf and blind,
Oh yeah.
but I know
Largest
vaguely
fly
where the
swatter
giant
ever.
horde of Boggard are.
It's a target-rich environment.
So I'm just going to take out another explosive bomb and be like, hope this works, and just chuck in the last direction I remember the horde.
it.
Probably not.
It's an AoE effect. It's a target-rich environment. I'm not making you roll a 50%.
It's only a 10 to hit. Touch.
Yeah.
So explosive bomb, 10 foot radius. So that's 7 to that first target, and then it'll be 6 to everyone around it, plus an additional 2 points of continual fire.
And that's with the 50%?
AoE.
6, 9.
You take another action.
I weep.
Okay. So the explosion occurs, and you're like, that feels right. As you just kind of hit it over into the mass, it explodes. And you're like, that sounds right.
It felt right.
You take another action. It already asked you that. Grippli.
Oh.
6.
Nice.
Wasn't prepared
That's
for
not
what
what.
you did.
You're still riding on that high of the
yeah,
D20
Oh, yeah.
and the nat 20.
They don't know
Do it. Do it.
No, he
Do
doesn't.
it.
But that means the swarm doesn't hit you. They're still trying to
They're trying to.
figure themselves out.
He just watched their bowling balls on his fireball go through them.
Like,
whoa!
Maybe not.
Let's give him a minute to chill out.
You can't even roll 20s.
They're all 21.
Oh! You should just be giving random numbers.
No, every
This
side.
this feels like a 3.
Every side is a 21.
Yeah, but you'll just like to throw us off the scent. You like be like, oh, I
Yeah, every once in a while. I'll be like, hey, that's interesting.
Big brain. Modern
When the-
day problems.
When the
modern day
stakes are low, I
solutions.
just. That's a 5.
I can't always crit.
Bet.
Can't rain all the time.
Only crits.
Oh, that'd be really cool. Cleric guild, holy crits.
Actually,
Cleric bards.
17 points of damage. No.
2.
17 points of damage.
Two
17
RP
points of
build-up.
damage. 17 points of damage.
Is that also to the troops?
To the armies. Yeah. Damon.
Damon's looking rough.
There's a giant wall in front of you now.
1.
There's no longer a giant wall in front of you now.
Oh.
No. So
Because you're dead.
I don't like this. I'm beside him. As you kind of like square up, Ragnar next to you, right? The green speaker runs to your side, right? She looks to both of you. She says, "What do we do now?" Suddenly you hear, pfft. You see the wall of thorns splinter, burst, and it suddenly explodes out as you see Mabogo climb its way through. You got around the wall 10 feet in, as you just see Mabogo plow through the wall onto the other side and confront your companions. You're like, hey guys. Mabogo squares up to the two of you, rising up and grinning down at you with that hideous smile.
I look at the green speaker and I say, "Get behind us." And I enlarge person.
Neat.
To show many big people on his field.
Sweetie, sweetie.
Okay, a couple things. One, it's the thorn. Is it thorns? Would he take damage going through it?
Oh yeah.
Also, if he drinks a potion within his range, is that not an attack of opportunity?
Drawing the potion would provoke. It's the action of drawing the potion.
Either way,
and
or
drinking the potion.
Oh yeah. All of these things are true.
okay.
All
Now,
of these
if-
things are taken.
If he was casting it as an alchemist,
We
then
are
it's
still
extra.
alive.
For now.
Cause he might not look good and I just don't look good anyway. It's just a whole lot of not looking
Your
good.
healer is currently blinded and throwing bombs, so he's working on it. Chuck's working on it.
Fun thing, Mabogo is not affected by thorns.
Oh, that's cool.
No, of course not.
Shane's having
Oh, you don't
I
say.
can't hit this thing.
It's okay.
I hit its tongue.
Does a 22 hit you?
It beats.
Oh, he can roll that low? I mean, he hits me no matter what, but he can roll that low? Some of us have a chance. Just not me.
Hey, you built your character way out.
You take 14 points of damage.
Oh, that sucks.
As you pull out the potion, Mabogo bites into you. You down it as you double inside, pushing her off, ripping through your arm. Blood begins to roll down it. As you square up to Mabogo, right, you see the Boggard begin to shift and move. How much HP do the Death Touch have?
88.
How much HP do the Grippli have?
91.
So the Grippli and Death Touch seem to be relatively fine. They have been able to hold these lines, maintain their advantage. With all the preparations that you have done to rebuff the first wave, the Boggards have fallen back into their second line that you have been able to effectively hold off this entire time with a mixture of magics, teeth claws, armor, giant axes, and potions. The Boggards take a step back again. That sudden, like you said before, charge and then retreat. As they regather themselves, Mabogo, rising up, looks down at you two. You're not far behind. You can now, because the Boggards have cleared out, see everything that's going on. The Priest King is nowhere to be seen. But as Mabogo looks down at you two...
I still have one more thing I can do.
Okay.
Smite.
Nice to meet you. You're Miss Smith.
Oh, you're the Mabogo. See, I'm Damon.
Okay.
The Mabogo begins to speak. Do any of you speak Boggard?
Oh.
How close is it to Grippli?
It is Grippli adjacent, but it is such a horrendous language that you're like, I'm not going to bother. Yeah,
I'm not gonna bother.
I'm not going to bother with it.
Trees here. Croak, 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 croak.
Mabogo begins to speak. That deep, demonic, rolling chortle emits from her throat as she looks down at the three of you. You are behind the thorns and you're in a tree. As she speaks, turning to look at all of you, the Boggards begin to chant, slamming their fists on their chest as the green speaker touches your back, Damon, and she says, Mabogo has issued a challenge. Mabogo has stated, we can stop this battle if you can defeat her.
I cough out blood and I say, well, that'd be nice. Let's cut out late for that.
And with that cowardly statement, you point at Mabogo and smite. And we're going to take a short break. We'll be back. Just a moment. See.